What's going on, everybody? So I'll come out here, I'm gonna work on this 64, see if I can get a little bit done on it. It's been a couple weeks since I fooled with it. I gotta put some gas in the tank. I'm gonna hook up the electric fuel pump and pump some of the gas out, make sure it ain't got no water or trash or nothing like that in it. Then I'm gonna work on getting all the fuel lines and everything hooked up. Gotta put a radiator in it, front accessories, alternator, all that good stuff. Little odd and end stuff, you know. Once you get down to the small stuff, that's what takes the longest. But let me get started on it, and hopefully in the next day or so we can take this thing for its first drive. Alright, so fuel pump ain't working. I didn't know if maybe relay was bad or something in the wiring, since it's all just taped together like that. You never know. I just figured I'd hook up some wires. And then I got a battery here, run them directly to it so we know we're getting power. So I'm gonna see what happens. Trying to do something. Making noise. I guess she's just done for. I guess what I'm gonna do now is take the fuel pump off and just put a piece of metal line in between here. That way it won't have no kind of restrictions on fuel flow with the manual pump. And then I'll start the motor up and just let the manual pump some of the gas out of the tank and make sure there ain't no water or nothing in it. Dang, got something in it. It's green. Piece of metal tube in here, fuel line. There we go. Think that'll work for now. Alright, got that all hooked up. Still gotta get a longer piece of fuel line to reach all the way up to the carburetor, and I gotta get another fitting for that. I just got basically an airline fitting on there for now, but I'll get the right one when I go to town here in a little bit. But I just got that little line hanging down right there. I'm gonna stick a bucket or something under it, put a battery in it, start it up, and see if it'll pump any gas out. Alright, let's see what happens. Still kind of nasty looking. Alright, so I pulled my airline fitting off the fuel pump. I gotta run to town. I'm gonna get the right fitting for that. A couple more feet on the fuel line, I'm gonna come back and hook the carburetor and all up. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and put the rest of that gas in there and pump some more out, and then put some more fresh gas in it, and then hook the carburetor up and see if we can get it to run on its own then. I got the wrong size there for me. Still nasty looking, but a bit cleaner than it was. It was green and real nasty looking. But some of that junk stuff that was in this jug too, because it's not exactly the cleanest thing ever. Hooked all the fuel lines up, put a fresh filter on there, left the regulator on because most of the time the manual pumps pump twice the fuel pressure you need. I still got to shorten this up and put the fuel pressure gauge on it. I'll wait till I put the alternator and all that on there to route it the way I want it to go and all that good stuff. But now I got all that hooked up, I'm going to see if it'll run on its own. Fired it up. It won't stay running on its own. It's acting like it ain't getting no gas in the bowls. So I pulled the line back off and started it up. And it's pumping fuel out right here. So I hooked it back up. Tried it again. Still ain't doing nothing. Also the accelerator pump ain't squirting no fuel. So I don't know if maybe this is clogged up or something. Ain't allowing no fuel to get into the bowls or what. But I'm gonna pull that bowl off right there and see if I can figure out what the deal is. Yeah, she's pretty nasty. Yeah, seeing that it's that dirty, I'm probably just gonna pull the whole thing off and go through the whole rig, clean the whole thing out. Got it back on there, everything's all hooked up. I wasn't able to clean it out real good. I only had half a can of carb cleaner, but I cleaned it out the best I could. It was pretty dang nasty. It was pretty dang nasty in there. Had all kind of trash in it. Ugh. Probably gonna have to still take it back apart, clean it out one more good time because I only had like a half a can of carb cleaner. And plus I ripped the gaskets on it a little bit, which I don't see it leaking anywhere, but probably still gonna get another gasket set, some more carb cleaner and pull it back apart. Clean it out real good, put some fresh gaskets back on it. But at least I know that's the problem. I was gonna put the radiator in it and try to start it up and let it run with a little bit of water and all going through it, but hell, I still got to put the alternator and the pulleys and all that stuff on it to be able to do that. It's getting kind of late on me now, and I got a guy on the way to get that motor, so I got to get the transmission off of it, get this thing pushed out of the way they can back up to it, load it up. But cleaning that fuel system out and the carburetor and all took more time than I thought it was today. So I'm gonna end this one off here and I'll come back at it the next day or so, try to get a little bit more done on it. But like, comment, subscribe, stay tuned for more. Later.